This amazing little miniature skid steer is capable of moving the stiffest grain-filled vac hoses almost anywhere in a bin or on the ground. The Ultracart can be steered with either the operator standing on the unit or remotely beside it. Two 12-volt DC motors power the Ultracart. They are connected directly to the axles using reduction gears, chains, and sprockets. Two rocker switches on top of the handlebar control the forward and reverse operation of each motor. These switches control four solenoids that direct power to the two motors, providing a powerful four-wheel drive skid steer. The Ultracart is designed to work with any grain vac on the market today. Jesse Langton uses the Ultracart with a REM grain vac to move wheat, barley, peas, and canola.
It's a lot better than shoveling. I guess it's been working really good for us. We had a lot of piles to pick up this year as well, and picking up the piles worked really well, and better than any other way I think you could pick up piles off the ground.
Keith Ramsey has several 3,300 bushel flat bottom bins to clean out. He uses the Ultracart attached to a Walinga grain vac.
It's been excellent. It saves a lot of manpower in the bin. Can go down to one guy now instead of two guys usually having to clean it.
Ramsey says the Ultracart soon paid for itself on his farm, since bin cleanout with shovels was starting to take a toll on his health.
Just the back savings and chiropractor and massage therapists.
Since bin cleanout jobs often occur on the hottest days of the year, the Ultracart greatly reduces the risk of heat exhaustion inside a hot bin. The Ultracart combined with a vac can also create a much healthier environment when it comes to dust.
Before we had an auger sweep inside the bin, and there's so much dust in there. The way this cart works is end up being less dust inside the bin as there is outside. People with allergies or especially dust like pea dust, being inside the bin, you don't inhale any dust. It's basically dust free inside the bin.
The Ultracart weighs in at about 62 pounds and can easily fit onto most grain bags. Once inside the bin, it only takes a few seconds to get the Ultracart up and running. It can be powered by either an optional 12-volt cable that can be attached directly to the tractor or with a 12-volt battery. As you can see, Gordon Muth has developed and patented the optional Ultracart flex hoses that make cleanup even easier. The flex hose comes in 4-foot and 8-foot lengths, made up of short polyethylene and steel braid sections interspersed with short solid steel sections. Both the 4-foot and 8-foot sections also come with an adjustable air valve.
I started playing with an air valve and realizing it was in certain conditions it needed air to get it going again. And then I started thinking, well, geez, why don't I alternate steel and rubber? And it seemed to increase the capacity of the vac too.
The shorter 4-foot section of Ultracart flex hose is really handy when it comes to cleaning out the entry area of any grain bin. Again, the adjustable air valve allows you to keep the hose full of grain. The longer 8-foot sections of Ultracart flex hose are more durable than a solid 8-foot rubber flex hose. When the flex material wears out, only the short polyethylene sections need to be replaced instead of the entire 8-foot piece.
We actually have the flex hose hooked up to it, and that works really good. It still has the speed sucking up of a metal hose, but it has the flex of a rubber hose. So with the two of them together, you get the speed and the flex all in one hose.
It's been another back-saving feature of the Ultracart. Way more maneuverable, especially in the winter. All the rubber hose that's supplied with Walinga gets stiff in the cold. Or this other one, it's way more flexible.
Once a small area is cleared away around the bin door and some floor is showing, it's time to bring the Ultracart into the bin. To save time, you just leave the vac running while you prepare to attach the hose to the Ultracart. Keith Ramsey uses a 12-volt dry cell battery to power the unit. He says he can do up to 5 bins with one charge. Since he has a Walinga grain vac with a 5-inch hose, he uses a 5-inch Ultracart flex hose.
As soon as we hooked the cart up to the hose, You pretty much have to stand on it to get some traction, but once there's a clear area, then I prefer to be standing beside it, and the cart moves a lot quicker, and it's easier on the battery.
If you prefer to power the Ultracart directly from the tractor, a 6-gauge 40-foot cable is available. Jesse Langton powers his Ultracart with the optional 12-volt cable from the tractor. As you can see, he prefers to ride on the unit.
Well, hearing about it, it doesn't do it justice until you actually see it work. But you hear people say, oh, well, you can't shovel grain. Well, it's not that we can't shovel grain, but if you don't have to, why do it? There's times where, you get into a bin, you think, oh, maybe we won't hook it up. But as soon as you start shoveling, and with how heavy the hose is when it's totally full of grain, the Ultracart comes into the bin really fast.
The Ultracart can be used in any size of bin, even the smaller 14-foot diameter ones. The Ultracart comes with a standard 22-inch nozzle or a range of larger size nozzles. It also has an adjustable front door that allows you to gradually feed grain into the nozzle. While you can operate this door manually, an optional electric actuator is available which allows you to keep your hands on the handlebar at all times. The unit comes with 10-inch tube tires, but you can get larger 12-inch tires. The larger tires allow for better traction, especially when using it to pick up grain on the ground. The Ultracart is designed to work with any size of grain vac hose. The height of the nozzle can be easily adjusted to accommodate different vacs and conditions. This adjustment also keeps the Ultracart nozzle at a consistent height, so you avoid picking up dirt and debris when backing up piles. The Ultracart could be the answer to your grain cleanup concerns. Whether you have wood or concrete floors and flat-bottom bins, or you have piles to clean up on the ground, the Ultracart can help improve the capacity of your grain vac. It can also greatly reduce the amount of physical labor required for handling large and heavy vac hoses. In fact, it makes bin cleanup a one-person job. The unit is extremely portable and can be adapted to any grain vac on the market. Optional Ultracart 4-foot and 8-foot flex hoses will further improve your vac capacity and at the same time extend the life of your flex hose. It keeps the vac nozzle at a consistent height from the ground when cleaning up grain piles to avoid dirt and debris. The Ultracart itself is built to last with aluminum construction and is light enough for one person to easily handle. The Ultracart combined with a grain vac could end up being a real money saver, as it will make you rethink your future bin buying decisions.
Like, why buy a hopper bottom when you can use the Ultracart?
For more information on the amazing Ultracart, your key to reduced physical labor and increased productivity in grain cleanup, call today.